All right.
I don't know if you could accomplish all the things that I assume you aspire to in life in a decade.
I'm not looking for the accomplishing things part of this. Guaranteed know when I'm going to die. You understand how motivating that would be? You know how motivating it would be if I knew I would live exactly 10 years. You know how much, that's a long time. 10 years is a long time. You know how much I would get done? That Tunis Honest idea?
Oh, okay. That would be something.
It's really just like, I could never accomplish everything I want to do anyway because I'm just one guy and no one can in their life. But if I knew I had 10 years, I would never waste a day. I would probably waste a couple days, but it would be.
Would you trust it? Like, would you be like, I can go run in traffic knowing I can't die? Like, would you?
Maybe if it's guaranteed 10 years.
I feel like that's not part of it necessarily. Is that part of it? You're invulnerable for 10 years, but you die at 10 years? Like, you could still die.
It's probably just like you will absolutely die in 10 years maximum.
You will have a traumatic brain aneurysm that is unrecoverable at exactly 10 years and you will die, no questions asked.
Isn't that one of the fastest ways to go though? Like, or maybe not. I don't know. Like
I believe if you have the correct kind of completely catastrophic aneurysm, that's one of the more like instantaneous ways you can go, but I don't know that for sure. I might be making that up. I make a lot of stuff up. I'm like ChatGPT. I just guess. Just sound confident. Like, yeah. That's like the best way to die. That's like the most painless. A lot of people say that's a great way to die. The best way.
I hear drowning. It's like falling asleep. You know, you're just gonna, you're sleepy under the ocean.
Plus, you get to talk to the fish while you're down there, and they see some shit. You know.
I mean, everyone's got to die some way. So honestly, like I feel like knowing would be super motivating. But then again, I think differently about death than a lot of people do.
I think that's tough because I do agree that having that would be really motivating in a way that I think is very easy to take for granted.
And you get to accomplish everything.
I'm less interested, honestly, in the accomplishing everything. Like, I very much get the idea of, like, I know when I will die, so I know how much time I have, so I know I need to make all of this count. It's so easy on a day-to-day basis to just be like, I'll just do it tomorrow. Or like, I don't feel like it or whatever. Like, I fall into that trap with a lot of stuff. And it makes me feel, that's probably one of my biggest personal struggles is like, I feel like garbage a lot of the time because I fall into the procrastination trap, and then I'll be like laying awake at 3 a.m. like, oh, why didn't I do that? Oh, I don't deserve, I'm terrible. And it's like a pattern of self loathing about like, I should just do these things. But in the moment, if you are sore or tired, or you just did a bunch of other shit and you're like, I don't want to do this next thing. If you have a timeline and I feel like that would completely change my outlook on life and help with that because I don't feel good about how much I procrastinate.
Don't you feel like that last day or week or month or something would just be really fucking tough?
My ultimate answer would still be, I don't think I would take this one, mainly because I think my top priority is meaningful time spent with people, and like mainly family, hopefully mainly James as he grows up, but like everyone, friends, even people I don't really know, time spent like live on stream, time spent talking to chat, time spent connecting with people, I feel like is kind of the only way you get to impact the world beyond your lifetime, unless you're like a genius and you invent something. I'm not that kind of smart. I'm not going to invent the next thing that saves a bunch of lives or changes the world. But I do feel like I want as much good time as I can have to connect with people and hopefully impact people positively. Even in my own head right now, I'm like, that's so hypocritical. You're such a lazy sack. But having the timeline would help with the procrastination. But I do think that's my priority. I think I'd pass. Because if I could have 30 more years and maybe I have some regrets that I don't accomplish things, but I get to live my priorities and I get to have that time with people, I think I would rather have that. It'd be nice if I could figure out how to live with a little more urgency. But I think I'm not the only one who struggles with that, I'm sure.
I'm a terrible procrastinator. And the worst thing was it was reinforced in school because like I would write a paper the night before and get a much better grade than a paper I wrote a week before. I remember AP English. I spent like a long time, put a lot of effort, redid, like went through, reread it, proofread, whatever, this paper, and I got like a C minus. I was like, dude, I'm an A student. If I'm going to be getting C's by putting this much effort in, I might as well just fail. I'm not going to put that much work in to get a C. And then I started procrastinating, ended up with an A in the class. And it was like, I'm reinforcing my bad behavior.
Lesson learned.
I've always felt like I work better under a crunch.
It's so motivating because I know a lot of people don't think about dying because they're like, I don't want to think that's scary. They don't think about it. But everyone is going to die. Everything that's ever lived has died. And it's like, if you know, you're not just going to spend 10 years going like, one day down. I don't think that anyone would do that, you know?
Everyone who's ever lived has died, and they're doing fine.
Because, I mean, like, okay, when people get, so let's say a cancer diagnosis, that's devastating. And it's bad because you don't get, you have a clock on your life for the most part. Treatments have gotten better, but you have a clock, a countdown suddenly. And those years going into that are not going to be great because you've got treatments and chemotherapy and all this stuff. Like, I'm sure we've all seen someone in our lives or gone through it themselves, people out there. But if you had 10 good years, 10 good, solid years where you could do anything, you could do it to the best of your ability, I feel like it would be very motivating.
I agree.
That last day would be wild. Like, if you knew it was coming, if you got a diagnosis or something and you knew it was coming that last day, but like if you're just healthy and walking around and you know today's the day you're supposed to die, how scary would that actually be? Where you're like,
what if it's painless though? What if you're just standing there and you're like, all right, 10 seconds, everybody, I love you all, and then you just get sucked straight down to hell. I assume. Because this is some kind of deal with the devil nonsense with the monkey's paw, right? So I assume
a monkey's paw claws up, just grabs your leg and yanks you down.
You're just sitting in your living room with all your friends and loved ones. There's candles lit. You know, they're all like boo-hoo, but also, oh, this is so nice. We get to say goodbye.
It would be a painless transition to eternal damnation and suffering.
There's no pain. Oh, there's no pain. Anyway.
Bob, you can swap bodies and lives with people, but you can never go back once you swap. You can go forward, you can never go back.
There's actually a movie about this. Do you get to pick with whomst you're swapping?
Yeah.
And do you leave them in your previous body? So you're just shifting a bunch of people out of their bodies?
It's unclear what happens to them.
Oh, that would be really interesting. Can you use this to effectively become immortal? What is your judgment on that? Because if you keep swapping into younger and younger bodies, could you basically just live forever by...
I would say no. I think you eventually... I don't know. There's not really a clear indicator. I didn't think about that. So there's not really a clear indicator on it.
Because if it's like you die when your body dies, your consciousness just goes with it or something, definite hard pass. If it's like you can be immortal, you can live an entire lifetime in a body and then just do a switch real quick right when you're getting older and you're like, all right, new lifetime, and start and go to some newborn infant thing and switch bodies into a... Like, if you could do that,
I would say it's unclear. You don't